Washington Wizards versus Oklahoma City, non-conference event. Both teams played last night. Both teams were in the second legs of a back-to-back. And if there's a coach I trust on the second leg of a back-to-back, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder coaching staff and Dogman. Absolutely does the best job of scheming, organizing, choreographing bulk games in a short period of time, or back to second leg of a back-to-back. 3 games, 4 nights. 3 games in 5 nights. 4 and 6, etc., etc. That coaching staff for the Thunder, over the top. Wizards 9 and 45 overall. Tough to look at that record, to be honest with you. Oklahoma City beat the Clippers last night to move into second in the Western Conference, or stay in second, and threaten the Timberwolves, who sit atop the West. The Thunder, or the Wizards, had lost 8 straight after losing to the Pelicans right before the All-Star break, 133-126. Last night they lost their 9th straight. Oklahoma City took down Orlando 127-113 before the All-Star break. They'd won 2 straight. They won their 3rd in a row last night against the Clippers. Washington was playing without Isaiah Livers. Oklahoma City, unbelievable, clean sheet. On the court, clean sheet. Off the court, not one injury on the injury list, at least, right? Washington is going to struggle to win games the second half of the season if they don't understand that you have to defend as well as score. This Washington team is not capable of outscoring their defense. It sounds weird, right? But a saying I've used for years and years, and that is, some teams have the ability to outscore what their defense scores or allows. In this situation, Washington cannot outscore what their defense performs to. The 16th in scoring, Washington, 115 a game, shooting 47, 48 from the field. Overall, they shoot poorly from the 3, and that's what Oklahoma City does. They sag, they protect the rim, and force everything to the outside, to the perimeter, and do their best to, at least their best, and their best is pretty darn good, to contest threes, any shot for that matter. Washington, unless Kyle Kuzma's on, this team is really in trouble. Even with scoring potentially players like Jordan Poole, and with Tyus Jones orchestrating an offense like this. As far as Washington's ability to go on the road, they haven't been. It's tough to, unless we go deep into the metrics, to discuss who Washington is as a visitor as they are at home, because they've won 9 games all year. Nine games, that's it, and only a few left too, right? This team's going to be very fortunate to win 15 all year. That's not what I'd want as a season ticket holder. Especially the fact is that I don't see a bright future for this Washington team as they are, the roster that they and skill set they holster as a team as a whole. Oklahoma City's a tough stop right now. They're top of their game. They have reached a level of elite, in my opinion, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and with a young Chet Holmgren in the middle, and a bench that's deep and broad and can do, and is versatile. No, more versatile than any bench in the league. Being instructed by one of the best coaching staffs in the league, in my opinion, easily. I will argue that with almost anybody at length, for as long as you want to argue it. The Thunder, they're too strong offensively for Washington to keep pace. Again, Washington cannot outscore what their defense allows, especially when they're facing a team like Oklahoma City. Will Oklahoma City, the big concern here really isn't, and I could go through all of Oklahoma City's numbers with you, numbers that I know you know if you've watched me just deliver you a game preview. They can't outscore what Oklahoma City. Now, here's the question. In back-to-back, Dogman's not concerned about covering numbers. Just don't mistake me for saying I have respect for him being able to navigate these back-to-backs because he's covering numbers and winning. He's winning. In a situation like tonight, it's keeping his players healthy, rested. A lot more games you have to play before they find who they are and where they are in the bracket as far as their position in the postseason. And laying the number they're laying tonight at home against Washington is a tough lay. Let's go a different direction. Washington can't stop anybody, and I imagine and I believe wholeheartedly, passionately, that Dogman and his staff are going to be playing the second and third rotations most of the second half of the game tonight because of the margin, which in turn results in some easier buckets than you would normally get against this Thunder team because of the player personnel on the floor. Finn's pick to click tonight in Oklahoma City hosting the Washington Wizards is over the total. Play a small percentage of your bankroll on. I'm going to. You can follow me, tag along if you want. Grab the skirt and hold on for dear life. But we're on Oklahoma City over the total, hosting the Washington Wizards in the Thunderdome. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you tomorrow.